Hey everyone, this is Dimitri Pragmatic with MarketChameleon.com. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate a tool that helps you analyze a stock's earnings moves, the implied earnings moves. And we're going to use Tesla in this example. And as I'm coming down here, you could see this tool produces some summary statistics to analyze Tesla's earnings from different perspectives regarding how the stock moved around earnings. But we're going to focus right now on the implied move based on option prices. And when we talk about the implied move, we're looking at the option straddle on the call and the put at the money right before earnings. And the implied move is the magnitude of the move, up or down, that the stock has to move prior to earnings for the straddle to break even. And here we see that it's telling us that in the long term, the options on average implied a move of 8.4%. So we're going to click on this. So it'll take us to the historical data so we can analyze it a little bit further. And I'm going to come over here and click on this implied earnings moves. And it takes us over to a table where we see the historical data. We get some summary stats here and a couple more tools below that we're going to discuss. Now, this table is showing us that on average, if we looked at the implied moves right before earnings, the average of all of them are 8.4%, which is this line going across, this straight line going across all the data points. Here, since Tesla's coming out with earnings later tonight, we have this little light blue bar, and that's indicating where the straddle is priced currently. And we could see if I'm going to hover over that. Currently, the options are pricing in a move of 7.5%, and you could see that's below that average, right, line of 8.4%. And I've been watching it all day. It's kind of been creeping closer. It started at 7.2, and it's starting to creep a little bit closer as we get closer to the end of the day. Couple other stats here. This is telling us the maximum implied move, and that's probably right here, 15.5%. This is the lowest the straddle was pricing, 4.1%. And the median move was 8.3%. Now, let's say we wanted to change this data set to compare to maybe just the second quarter. So Tesla right now is coming up with second quarter earnings to see if there's a difference between the second quarter and the rest of the data. And I'm going to use the filters here. So you could use all these filters. And let's select Q2, second quarter. And here, now we see that the average of the implied moves was 8% with a high of 13.5, low 6.1, and median return 7.3%. So this is a little bit closer, but still we're below that average of 8%. Now, I'm going to go back here, click on all. So we retrieve all the data, going back right now to 2014. And let's move to a couple more insights about earnings. This table here is comparing the implied move versus what that stock actually moved the next day. So in the red here, 68.4%, the options overestimated the move. In other words, the options were priced above where Tesla actually moved. Here in red, 31.6%, the options underestimated the move. The options were priced too low, and the actual move exceeded the straddle price. And finally, this calculator here, this helps us input a percentage move. And by default, because Tesla is coming out with earnings soon, it's putting in the current implied move of 7.5%. And it calculated for us, and it's given us a percentile rank. And this says that 36% of the historical observations were below 7.5%, and the rest, which is around 2/3, were above 7.5%. So we can see that this is priced on the lower end relative to historicals. So let's try maybe just for the second quarter. I'm going to click on there, second quarter. And here we see that 60% were priced below, 40% higher than 7.5%. Again, this tool can help you answer some questions regarding where's the implied move price today relative to historical data. Are we on the high end? Are we on the low end? And it also lets you compare, those, the largest, the lowest implied moves, and allows you to use this calculator to get the percentile rank. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks, everyone.